Hey there everyone, this is Phantom Games. Yes, you heard me correctly. This channel will no longer be called Phantom Celebi, it'll be called Phantom Games. You already saw the branding on the channel, and I will be calling this channel, rebranding it, kind of like linking more, because I do love Phantom Celebi. It was the first name I chose for a lot of things, because I really do love Pokemon, but like, over time, I kind of fell out of love of certain things. I mean, I do still play older Nintendo games, but to be honest, I kind of feel like the company is more driven towards greed now, and I guess there are gonna be people out there who'll be like, oh, well, Maria, they're a game company. Most game companies are driven by greed. But like, the thing is like, I to my core was a Nintendo fan, and I, like, because of all the stuff that's been going on lately, I especially was annoyed that in both Nintendo's renditions of the newer Pokemon games and in Animal Crossing recently, it seems like a lot of their motives for things are very driven on greed. I mean, they paywalled an essential feature for a game. They put it behind a paywall, which to me, that's annoying and messed up. And I mean, I could afford it. It's not expensive. But I think back to the fact that there are people out there who are less fortunate than me, or people who have like less going on in their lives, and they probably can't afford even $4 to $5 to $10 a month on some feature that's not necessary. And the thing is like, with Animal Crossing, the online feature is completely necessary for the game. You need it. It's not like something that's like, you don't need it very much, so you don't need to buy this. You legit need the online feature, because otherwise you can't do a lot of the things in game. A lot of the things you have to do, you need Nintendo Online. So I think about that, and then I thought about the fact that there are so many Pokemon games now where they're forcing people to pay for things that should be default in the game. It's like they separated it from the game and made it its own thing, and it's like you took a storage system that should be in the game and you charged people for it? I mean, oh god, that to me bothered me so much, but I let it go. But then it's like, they kept on stacking more and more things, so I said, even though I'm still gonna love the older Nintendo games, I'm not going to associate myself with Nintendo anymore, which means breaking my Celebi, basically. I love Pokemon, but that Phantom Celebi linked to corruption and greed and nastiness, and I guess that goes to why I made this video, because I got into other things of gaming. I mean, I've always been into computer gaming, but it got more intense when I realized how incredibly disgusting certain console games are and how greedy the companies are. And the thing is like, a lot of people will say, well, most of the content on your channel is The Sims, which is coming from a company that heavily gets money off of getting content put into it. But the thing is like, once you have the content, you always have it. It's not like with MMORPGs where you have to pay for certain things and then they go away after time. It's like, it's not something like that. It's not a pay to win type of thing. It's just you adding some stuff to your game. Once you have it, you always have it. You don't have to keep up with the upkeep, basically. But yeah, I liked this about The Sims, and that's why I continued playing it. Along with which, there are other games that I've played that do kind of have that pay-to-win thing, but like, it still doesn't feel the same as a lot of the console games that I used to play. So I went into PC gaming, and that is when I started to basically watch other PC gamers, and I would watch tons of videos from people playing a game called Yandere Simulator. But then I kept on hearing things. And the thing is like, I'm pretty sure that Yandere Dev is someone I used to speak to on Gaia Online. But the thing is he didn't know I was a girl, so he kept on saying messed up stuff to me. I mean, I don't know if this is him, but they have a very similar name. I wish I could actually show you guys this, because I don't know for certain if this is the same person. And I would love to show it to you, but I actually don't have access to my Gaia Online account. And the thing is like, this person does kind of feel like the person I used to speak to. And I mean, I'm not gonna bring up his past, I'm gonna bring up his current, which is he's been milking people for money for months. So the thing is like, in my mind, I hate when people do corrupted things. My phone meowed. So when I heard what he did to Tiny Build, I still tried to defend him. I still tried to defend Yandere Dev because I felt like maybe his mental illness was making him act weird. But the thing is like, I think now he's using his mental illness to cover up the fact that he has issues. So when I heard that other game developers or people who were working on certain things were making games that were similar to Yandere Simulator, I thought, hey, well, that's pretty cool. And then like, I saw little by little they were detracting from the community because of the Yandere Simulator. I was like, this seems off. This seems really weird. I mean, why is it that these people were so excited about this project, like maybe a few months ago, but then all out of nowhere, because they got some hatred from the Yon Sim community, they automatically don't want to do it anymore. And then I saw all these videos of Yandere Dev bothering people who make games like this and threatening them and all sorts of crazy stuff, and it makes me think that Yandere Dev has been doing this whole time, and that's why so many projects have been going down the drain. Along with which, it did seem kind of sus what happened with Tiny Build, and I was just like, with all the stuff going on, it made me think that Yandere Dev is the primary reason why it took so long to put out a demo, along with which, the demo's not even complete. Like, if you actually play the demo, there's so many features that are not in there. Like, I mean, not features per se, but like little snippets here and there that were in the debug, but are not in the demo, which is a little weird. I mean, why would you have a full animated cutscene in a debug build, but not have it in the final product? That to me seems a little weird. So when I saw this video from a YouTuber by the name of Dr. Apeis, I was just like, this is strange. Like, at first I thought maybe they did rip the assets from Yandere Simulator because, you know, the voices were in there and all that. But I also thought about it, maybe he just took some of the stuff from there. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't say he, because the person, Dr. Apeis, is actually non-binary. Excuse me, I didn't mean to be disrespectful about your orientation, because I know that it's disgusting when people, you know, disrespect your pronouns. So I'm just gonna put that out there. I didn't actually mean to disrespect you in any way. Anyway, back to this. So Dr. Apeis was making a project, at first kind of seeming a little spiteful, but it does seem like they put a lot of work and effort into fixing up Yandere Simulator, and they did a pretty good job. And instead of saying, hey, you did a pretty good job, maybe you can help me work on Yandere Simulator, that could have been a great way to show that he is a good person. But instead, he used this opportunity to bash on Dr. Apeis and treat them horribly, and even from what I was seeing, said that they were causing him to want to off himself, which is such a crazy thing to do. Along with which, I think I read something somewhere where he basically was being disrespectful to someone who worked on Watashi no Mono. I didn't want to bring up any of these things when going into why I rebranded, but it's kind of the reason why I rebranded, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing corrupt things in gaming like this. It's kind of gross. And a lovely channel that I started watching, which I am a little sad that they're leaving YouTube, but I understand the reason why they're doing it. I would say continue to watch their older stuff. I mean, it's kind of cute. You can easily watch it within a day. Their channel is called Loveletter K, and the person in the video that I'm creating is Loveletter K. And I think that Loveletter K has a very sweet and cute approach to loving the love letter stuff. And even though you can kind of tell he's a little salty, but Yandere Dev probably was a former fan of Yansim. But like, I can see he has a deep, intense love for what's going on with Loveletter, which seems to be a game that, even though it has little controversies here and there, has little to no drama, and it seems like they're not trying to exploit people like Yansim did. So I'm all for that. I mean, personally, I feel bad for people like Austin and Michaela because they're like really actually interesting people, and I find that their videos are adorable. Like I haven't seen anything from Austin, but I've seen a lot from Michaela, and I think that she's really interesting. I think that, like, I believe I tried a while ago, she did some sort of dating simulator. I'm not really a fan of dating simulators. I try them, and sometimes I just lose interest in them. But, like, I think it was... sorry, I can't speak. I don't know why, but sometimes I talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I just can't. But, yeah, I feel bad for them being associated with a project like this, because they genuinely seem like cool people. So it just hurts me to see that their efforts are being put into something made by somebody who's this corrupt. And I'm not gonna say that all gaming developers are amazing, but if you're gonna put out a product, take the time to do it, put effort into it, and don't make excuses. That's just all I gotta say about that. And for Loveletter K, I think they're a very sweet person. When I made the character, I tried to make it look like all the things he said that he liked, or he liked, yeah, because, I'm sorry, I keep on mixing people up, because I know Dr. Apeis is non-binary, but I think that Loveletter K does identify as male. Yeah, I know that he liked certain features in the Loveletter series, and so I decided to include all those things. I couldn't get everything, like the little clips in the hair. I tried to do that, but I just couldn't. And I tried to include other things here and there. Oh, jeez, I got heartburn. But yeah, yeah, that's just what I was trying to put together. I'm gonna post this onto my Twitter account, along with which I'm probably going to be posting it onto my Tumblr and possibly my Instagram. I'll link to it, and, you know, everybody can see it. Hopefully Loveletter K also sees this and sees that they were an inspiration for me to work on me and to get out of corrupted communities. Thank you for everything. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Spastastic content, and I will see you in the next one. Peace! Goodbye!